Did you know that nearly 80% of parents say they struggle with a stubborn child at least once a week? That's right, stubbornness is more than just a phase. It's a behavior that can leave even the most patient parents feeling frustrated. But what if I told you that stubbornness isn't something you just have to live with? In fact, how you handle it can completely change your relationship with your child. In this video, we'll dive into 6 powerful parenting strategies that will help you turn stubborn moments into opportunities for growth. From understanding the root of your child's behavior to using play as a tool for discipline, these tips will help you connect with your child in a way that feels natural and calm. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll be equipped with simple yet effective ways to handle even the toughest moments. Ready to tackle stubbornness head-on? Let's jump in. Chapter 1. Unlock the power of patience. The silent superpower patience is more than just waiting, it's about responding thoughtfully when your child pushes back. Research shows that children often push boundaries as a way to test their environment. Instead of reacting with frustration, take a deep breath and create space for a calm response. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment, but remembering that your child is not deliberately trying to frustrate you can help shift your mindset. Studies have shown that children of patient parents tend to show higher emotional intelligence. This means that, by practicing patience, you are not only preventing conflict but also teaching your child how to manage their own emotions. One powerful tip is to count to 10 before responding when your child's behavior feels over the top. This pause gives you a chance to collect your thoughts and respond from a place of calm, not anger. Another reason patience works so well is because it allows children to feel heard. When you approach your child with patience, you're telling them, "I see you, and I'm here for you." A great way to show this is by kneeling down to their level and gently saying, "I understand you're upset, let's figure this out together." This approach encourages cooperation and respect, instead of rebellion. Patience is also about modeling good behavior. When your child sees you handle stress calmly, they begin to mirror that. It may take time, but the benefits are long-lasting. According to child development expert Dr. Laura Markham, showing patience not only calms the situation but also teaches your child how to regulate their emotions. Instead of raising your voice, try to lower yours. This simple change can make a big difference. Remember, the goal is not to suppress their emotions but to guide them through them. When parents respond with patience, they reinforce a sense of security that helps children feel safe to express themselves without fear of punishment. Chapter 2. The Art of Listening. Hear what they're really saying. Children's behavior is often a reflection of something deeper. Stubbornness can be a sign of frustration, confusion, or a need for attention. When you listen carefully, you're more likely to uncover what's truly driving your child's behavior. Dr. Daniel Siegel, a renowned child psychologist, emphasizes that, when we listen to children, we're telling them they matter. One of the best ways to listen effectively is by practicing active listening. This means focusing on your child's words, body language, and emotions without interrupting. You might notice small things you hadn't before, like a shift in their tone of voice or nervous habits that indicate something is bothering them. By tuning into these cues, you're able to respond in a way that's more aligned with their needs. Asking open-ended questions also helps you gather more information. Instead of saying, "Why are you being so stubborn?" try asking, "What's bothering you?" or, "Can you tell me more about how you're feeling?" This invites your child to share their thoughts, rather than shutting them down. It opens a conversation instead of a confrontation. Listening isn't just about words. Pay attention to what isn't being said. Often, children act out because they feel overwhelmed, scared, or misunderstood. Simply saying, "I'm here if you want to talk," can be incredibly comforting. A study by the University of California found that children with supportive and attentive parents tend to have stronger emotional regulation skills, which can reduce stubborn behavior over time. Your child will learn from your example. When they see you listening with empathy, they'll be more likely to do the same with others. This creates a household where communication flows freely, and stubbornness becomes less of an issue. It's not just about solving problems, it's about connecting with your child on a deeper level. Chapter 3. Empathy over authority. Become their emotional guide instead of relying on authority. Try approaching your child's stubbornness with empathy. Kids often act out when they feel misunderstood or powerless. By showing empathy, you help them feel seen and validated. It's much easier for a child to cooperate when they feel supported rather than controlled. Empathy is a two-way street. When you empathize with your child, you're also teaching them to empathize with others. Dr. John Gottman, a leading expert on emotional intelligence, states that, when parents validate their child's emotions, they build trust and emotional understanding. This trust is essential for positive behavior change. One of the most effective ways to show empathy is to acknowledge your child's feelings without judgment. For example, if your child is resisting bedtime, instead of saying, "You're being too difficult," try saying, "I know it's hard to stop playing, but we need to get some sleep so we can have more energy tomorrow." This approach recognizes their feelings and gently guides them towards a solution. A common mistake many parents make is focusing only on correcting the behavior. While it's important to address the action, it's equally important to address the underlying emotions. Is your child acting stubborn because they feel unheard? Or perhaps they're tired, hungry, or anxious? By focusing on their emotional needs, you're teaching them how to identify and express their feelings in healthy ways. Empathy helps your child feel more secure, which reduces stubborn behavior. When kids feel emotionally safe, they're less likely to push back against authority. This doesn't mean giving up your role as a parent, it means shifting your approach to be more supportive and understanding. You're not giving in, you're guiding them with compassion. In her book The Whole Brain Child, Dr. Daniel Siegel talks about the importance of connecting with children's emotional brains. He explains that when children are in a heightened emotional state, their ability to reason is compromised. Showing empathy helps calm them down, which makes it easier for them to follow instructions. By using empathy instead of authority, you create a more peaceful and cooperative environment. You build a relationship based on trust and understanding, which reduces the need for stubbornness. Over time, your child will learn to approach challenges with more cooperation and less resistance. If you're finding these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more parenting strategies and tips that will make life easier. Chapter 4. Incentives that actually work. The positive reinforcement hack. Sometimes, children need more than just discipline, they need motivation. Positive reinforcement is one of the most effective strategies to encourage good behavior. Research from the American Psychological Association has shown that children who receive positive reinforcement are more likely to repeat desired behaviors. It's all about rewarding the actions you want to see more of. Start with small, achievable goals. For example, if your child is resisting cleaning up their toys, try offering a reward once they've completed the task. This doesn't mean you have to give expensive gifts. Simple rewards like extra playtime, a favorite snack, or choosing the next family activity can work wonders. A powerful technique is the reward chart, where your child earns stars or stickers for good behavior. Once they collect a certain amount, they can trade them in for a larger reward. This turns behavior into a game, which makes the process fun and engaging for kids. Dr. Harvey Karp, a pediatrician and child development expert, suggests using positive praise along with rewards. When you catch your child doing something right, acknowledge it immediately. Instead of just saying, "Good job," try saying, "I love how you put your shoes away," without being asked. This specific praise helps children feel proud of their actions and more likely to repeat them. One key to positive reinforcement is consistency. If you reward your child for a behavior once but don't follow through consistently, they may get confused and stop trying. Establish a clear set of rules and rewards, and stick with them. Over time, your child will learn what behaviors are expected and which ones earn them rewards. It's also essential to recognize effort, not just results. If your child tries hard to do something, even if they don't succeed right away, praise their effort. This helps develop resilience, a key quality that helps children overcome challenges later in life. While rewards are great, they should be paired with natural consequences. For instance, if your child refuses to clean up their toys, the natural consequence is that they won't have space to play with them anymore. This teaches responsibility while also respecting your child's autonomy. Positive reinforcement doesn't mean ignoring bad behavior altogether. Instead, it focuses on reinforcing the behaviors you want to see more of, which helps shift the focus from negative to positive. Over time, this leads to fewer power struggles and more cooperation. Chapter 5. Create a calm environment. Transform your home into a stress-free zone. The environment in which your child lives can have a profound effect on their behavior. A chaotic, stressful environment often leads to more stubbornness and frustration. Creating a calm, organized space can reduce these stressors and help your child feel more at ease. A study from the University of Minnesota found that children in cluttered or noisy environments have higher levels of stress, which leads to more behavioral issues. Start by decluttering your home. A clean, tidy space can make a big difference in your child's mood. It's easier for them to focus and play without distractions when their environment feels organized. This doesn't mean everything has to be perfect, but having designated spaces for toys, clothes, and books helps keep things in order. Reducing screen time can also help create a calmer atmosphere. Excessive screen time is linked to poor sleep, irritability, and difficulty focusing. Instead of relying on screens for entertainment, encourage your child to engage in creative activities like drawing, building, or playing outside. Dr. Catherine Steiner Adair, author of The Big Disconnect, suggests that time spent in nature or engaged in imaginative play can significantly reduce stress in children. The noise level in your home also matters. A noisy, high-energy environment can make your child feel overwhelmed. Try playing calming music or nature sounds to create a more soothing atmosphere. Research has shown that soft background music can lower stress hormones and improve focus, which is especially helpful when you're trying to get your child to follow instructions. Consider implementing a routine. Kids thrive on consistency and predictability. Having set times for meals, homework, and bedtime helps them know what to expect and when. This reduces anxiety and can minimize power struggles. Another way to create a calm environment is by encouraging mindfulness practices. Simple breathing exercises or short moments of stillness can help both you and your child stay grounded during stressful moments. Dr. Daniel Siegel suggests that practicing mindfulness together can not only calm your child but also improve your relationship. Lastly, don't underestimate the importance of your own emotional state. If you're stressed and overwhelmed, your child is likely to mirror those emotions. Practice self-care, take breaks when needed, and model calmness for your child. When they see you handling stress effectively, they'll be more likely to do the same. Chapter 6. The Power of Play. Turning discipline into fun. Discipline doesn't always have to be serious or strict. One of the most effective ways to deal with a stubborn child is through play. Playful interactions allow children to feel connected, and they can help diffuse tense situations. According to the National Association for the Education of Young Children, play is essential for emotional and cognitive development, and it can also be a powerful tool for behavior management. When a child is acting stubborn, try turning the situation into a game. For instance, if it's time to clean up, turn it into a race or challenge your child to beat the timer. Make it fun. When kids are engaged in a playful way, they're more likely to cooperate without realizing it. Role-playing is another playful strategy that helps children learn how to handle difficult situations. For example, if your child is resisting bedtime, pretend you're both characters in a bedtime story. This allows them to step outside their own emotions and look at the situation from a new perspective. It also helps them understand the importance of following rules in a less confrontational way. Incorporating humor can also be a great way to ease tension. When appropriate, use silly voices, funny faces, or exaggerated actions to lighten the mood. Laughter is a powerful tool that not only reduces stress but also strengthens your bond with your child. Even when you need to be firm, you can still be playful. For instance, if your child is refusing to eat dinner, you might say, "The food is running away. Quick, let's catch it." This makes the situation less stressful and more engaging for your child, which increases the likelihood of compliance. Dr. Stuart Shanker, a leading expert on self-regulation, says that using play to teach self-regulation can have lasting benefits. Children who engage in playful activities that involve rules and structure learn how to manage their emotions and actions in a way that supports positive behavior. Finally, remember that play is also about connection. When you spend time playing with your child, you're building trust and understanding. This makes it easier to navigate stubborn moments, because your child will be more willing to cooperate when they feel emotionally connected to you.